Hello everyone, welcome back again. This is Aluminum Tarot. It's a pleasure to have you here on the channel. We're going to go ahead and do these the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant from now until a month later. I would love to get into the flow of things where I have all the readings done before then, but I've got a lot of shit to do basically in my life, so I have to get my life sorted out, and in the meantime do the readings as best as possible. I'm going to just start off with the basics, go with the order of the day. If you like what you see here, please be sure to give a like, share, subscribe, ding that notification bell, give it a thumbs up for the content, support it on the algorithms, and we will carry on from there. Thanks so much. What we're going to pull firstly from the Moonology Oracle deck, and then after that, the Wild Unknown. We will supplement that with the Nightmare Before Christmas, my absolutely beaten up, rotting cards right here, which kind of adds to the Jack Skellington theme here. So let's get started first. Let's pull a Moonology Oracle deck card, and then from there we'll go into the main event. What is happening for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant? No, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. What is happening with Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant? Okay. Cards are misbehaving here, Aquarius. What have you been up to? What's the message? Oh, that would explain it. Adjustments are required. So leave that to the side so that way we can come back to that message. Normally what it insinuates is that you may have to do things a bit differently in your life. You may need to change your approach to the way that you've done things in the past. In order to make it into that full moon energy, you may also need to kind of understand what has already been illuminated in your life and use that to propel yourself forward to the full moon energy, the accumulation of all past actions. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, now, 10 months later. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising, from now until 1 month later. One more. All right, let's start the party off. Aquarius, you up now. Current energy. Challenge. Lots and lots of you energy there. So we have the Sun and Daughter of Swords, Tower in the reverse as the challenge. Recent past. Near future. Oof. Not too bad. This is about the core energy. This card's getting violent here. Without the crown energy. What about the ultimate outcome for this period? All right. Bottom of the deck we have good old-fashioned Joe Black here, death, which indicates powerful transformation or the end of something that has been going on for a long period of time. Death is very similar to the World card. They're both very Saturnian in influence, where death forces you to deal with the transformation process. The World is the final end, the completion, the end goal, leveling up to something much better than your previous self. What we talk about here with this ultimate outcome, we talk about the Lover's end of reverse. That could indicate a lack of success in something, but we will clarify that as the reading goes on. So what we have here in the middle of the cards, we have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Page of Swords, and the Tower in the reverse. So sometimes when we have the Page of Swords and the Tower in the reverse, you are rushing into something that you haven't quite clearly thought out. And the challenge for all of this is to be a bit more studious so that you can avoid a disaster with this situation. So maybe this is one reason why you have stayed back for so long and done your best to try to study the situation before approaching it, because you feel that the only way you will succeed in your endeavor is, while you're rushing in, to have a clear perspective on the entire matter so that you don't cock it up, essentially. We look further into this. With the Ace of Wands in the past, we talk about a false start with something. What was that false start? Clarify the false start. Seven of Pentacles. Three of Wands. So this false start eventually led to you trying to ascertain whether or not you wanted to invest further into the relationship. Maybe there was something that stopped you from moving forward or doing so, but what it also taught you is that you wanted to also, conversely, wait for your ships to come in. You wanted to see if this was real. You wanted to see if this was something that you should pursue. And whilst you were in the waiting process after this false start between yourself and someone else, you were just sitting there mulling and thinking a lot about whether or not this would be the right person for you to pursue. And in this whole process, a lot of time has passed, and now you think you have the confidence enough to proceed and move forward with this again. We do have here in the near future, we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Two of Cups. So it's basically laying the burden down and then proceeding forward with these Two of Cups, which is trying to connect with someone, potentially someone who is quite different from you, as many other tarot readers have talked about. So I almost see like this as being kind of the dead roses from the past. I don't want to say that you like to get around, Aquarius, but there have been a lot of roses in your past, and many of them have withered and died. You are trying to connect with something that has life and longevity to it. Technically, you could take these two roses and put them in this full glass of water, and that would sustain them much longer. That would be the water of love and life. And with these dead roses, these did not take place. So if you have been in a very promiscuous past, these relationships that you sought with this Ten of Wands, these bricks that you've been carrying, they have not withstood the test of time. And if you have not been promiscuous, or putting yourself out there, as they say. You have attempted many times to create a love relationship, which fell to the wayside. They were either rejected, you were rejected. There was nothing behind them. And in this, you're moving from that energy, you're laying that burden down, and you're moving forward to the Two of Cups, where there will be a sustained, healthy relationship. I think that's what your heart really, really wants at this particular time. What we also see here, so we have the Magician in the reverse for the core energy. Actually, wait, I want to clarify this Ten of Wands and this Two of Cups. Clarify these two cards, please. Judgment in the reverse. Okay, so either you or the person that you're dealing with has Judgment in the reverse and Strength. This is going to be a person who is definitely going to give you a run for your money. They may have Leo in their chart or Sagittarius. Judgment I typically see as a Sagittarius card. In your case, oof. We may need to even clarify a little bit more of this previous card. Okay, I want to ask the question, why is this person holding back so much? Why is this person adamant as to not give this a second chance? Okay. Okay, so what they thought about the relationship, and yes, Aquarius, I will be very blunt and frank with you. I don't mince my words or mess about with my messages. I don't have the time or the patience for it. Looking into this, what this person saw in you is a person who was emotionally detached, Queen of Cups in the reverse, and someone who was probably emotionally manipulative as well. Additionally, they didn't see you as being very stable, either mentally, physically, or financially. Four of Wands in the reverse. They also saw like just closing the window of opportunity to a relationship on this. Four of Wands in the reverse is the 1111 card, put in the reverse, meaning that the window or the conduit to achieving something, a milestone in something important, has been closed. And so maybe they felt that this was best to be left to its own devices and to step away from that energy. So you will have a run for your money. Not going to lie about that. The Magician in the reverse is Virgo, Gemini energy. What we're going to look in. Why is the Magician in the reverse? Justice in the reverse. Clarify that a little bit more. The Fool. So Aquarius, your card has come out. So you may have Aquarius or Libra in your chart. Virgo or Gemini as well, somewhere within your chart. Now, we look at this. You lack the confidence to manifest this. Again, at your very core, one of the reasons why you've taken so long is because you feel that this may not be worth it. That's why you're in the assessment phase of this. You're waiting to see whether or not this is actually worth it. You, at the core of yourself, don't feel confident that you can materialize and manifest this as a game. The Justice in reverse, one of two things has happened. Moving to the Fool, because these are three major arcana cards, so this is a big shit type of situation that's taking place in your life. With the Magician in the reverse, you have not been able to manifest this relationship with this new person that you're pursuing because number one, you were getting divorced, and number two, you had to wait to take that leap of faith. Number two, another reason why is because you felt that the situation was very unfair or one-sided, and due to the constraints and the restrictions placed upon you, you just felt like leaping out of it. You may have leaped out of the relationship into the past that you were previously tied to. And this may have been another thing. The reason why this was a false start in the past is because maybe you were still tied to someone else. And waiting for that to come to pass, once all those, that dead weight has been lifted, then you can move towards a new person that you actually do want to be with. We look further into this at the crown. We see the Eight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. It's been a long, difficult process of you trying to get through some very difficult emotional energies or mental conflict and chaos. This has stressed you out quite a bit. It's not left you with the best mental health, but you have been able to slowly persevere and get through that. Clarify these two cards, please. Nine of Cups in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So that's your card again. Nine of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords in the upright. You are realizing, and what stresses you out so much is that, and let's be real, you have felt guilty, culpable in either A, trying to strategize a way to find your wish fulfillment, which has not come through yet, or B, you realize that you're highly codependent on others, and this has sabotaged your life and the direction that you've wanted to take it in, because you have allowed yourself to be at the mercy of the whims of relationships or people within those relationships. And this is reflecting back to you what it is that you need to let go of, shed, and to transform. Adjustments are required. And not gonna lie, people who are codependent, I have been codependent before in my life, so this is why I can speak with this sword in my hand, stating that when you're a codependent, you are the one that chooses to fuck your life up and not the person you're attached to. And the reason for this is because you equate your happiness with something that shouldn't bring anyone happiness. A person who is abusive, a person who cheats on you, a person who who belittles you, doesn't allow you your freedom, restricts you in ways that are very, very unhealthy. Puts you down, is condescending, people who are narcissistic, if you want to use that word. Narcissism and being an empath are kind of two parts of the same spectrum, as I tell people. The empath feels they have to go out and be a martyr because they feel something for someone. The narcissist, while the empath is overgiving, the narcissist takes and takes and takes and gets there and derives their sense of self from the validation they receive from others. And they do it in a way that's controlling to ensure that constant stream of validation. It's very parasitic in nature. It's like a vampire. And I don't really call people narcissists. I don't call them I can't call them, bastards. You can call them that too. But I see them as energy vampires because that's how they operate. They hurt you and then they suck the life force from you. You have been codependent on energy vampires, and that's precisely why you're in the situation that you're in. This has happened to me too, so I'm saying it to you because I've seen it with my own eyes. Looking further into that, you're shedding that from your life. And furthermore, we're moving into the Lovers in the reverse. I'm going to clarify that just to see. Clarify Lovers reverse. Okay. So, with the output of these two cards, I want to take this Lovers and put it in the upright. Sometimes the cards can help us to understand how this message is supposed to play out. We see here, we see the Lovers, and this is clarified by Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles. So this is someone that you want to heal and bring balance to in a relationship that is going to be permanent and long-lasting. The Lovers is a choice. And it is a choice guided by your feelings and your intuition to guide you into the right path. As you see with this Lovers card, it's two geese, that are flying towards the sun. And they choose to do it together. And they move with each other to navigate the skies. It's really interesting about this. Because with the Temperance and the Ten of Pentacles coming out, what it shows us is that you find that a long-term relationship with this person would be very, very healing. And also you want to have an equal balance of give and take. You want to experiment. You want to go forward with this person. And you want to understand and both respect the strong connection that you have to them. What you have been in the past is this what is that? That's Seven of Swords. Sorry. Seven of Swords energy. So you had the Seven of, God. You had the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Swords, clarified by the Seven of Swords. So, right. So this is, again, another message that I've had where there's been a double clarification. I was not paying attention to that missing one in that. So that is the main energy permeating this. So when you get that double clarification, that means that is the main message that you should pay attention to. It's strongly clarifying that. Find out the ways in which you sabotage your relationships, but additionally, strategize on how you can make things happen. Sometimes these Seven of Swords can be you can attract more bees with honey than with vinegar kind of card, because it's an easier way that you can get something instead of fighting the enemy right in their face. You realize that the enemy can be disarmed before you even need to fight. And I think that's going to be possibly a good way for you to succeed in this if you choose to move forward with it. Some of the main cards we see here, we have Aries, Scorpio. We have Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Virgo, and that's the message for you. I'm just gonna stop it there. Thanks once again. This has been Aluminum Tower. If you like what you see here, please be sure to give a like, share, subscribe, ding that notification bell so that you don't miss any updates from future postings. And furthermore, I do appreciate your time and attention for these readings. Thank you so much. Enjoy the weekend. And until next time, love and light.